Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Friday Night Smackdown watch party and reaction. Your best duo out there on YouTube, Mitch Toshi and Nick Fury from Furious Nation. How you doing, my guy? How you doing?
How am I doing? How am I doing? I'm feeling really, really good tonight, man. We got Friday Night Smackdown tonight, live the night before Saturday night's main event for the first time since 2008, by the way. Saturday night's main event. We got a big night tonight. Like tomorrow, we got Jesse Ventura commentating tomorrow night, Saturday night's main event in Long Island at Nassau Coliseum, looking like a PLE worthy show tomorrow. Probably feels and looks better than Survivor Series, if I'm honest, but tonight should be just as good. And it's their go home show for Saturday night's main event. And we got a decent card for you tonight, people, for tonight's Friday Night Smackdown.
Yep, we do have a good card for tonight. I'm excited. We're going to actually predict for Saturday night's main event. So for tomorrow, we're going to do a watch along. It's me, Nick, Sarah, and Mac. It's going to be us four streaming to watch along tomorrow night for Saturday night's main event. What is up, Tyler? Thank you for tuning in. And Wesley, our favorite guy, Wesley. Make sure you share this out on Twitter, Wesley.
Duo. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hopefully Denise doesn't get mad at that. But anyway, guys, speaking of that, the phenomenal breakdown Tuesday at 5:30. Denise and I and Nick will be our special guests. We're going to talk about everything in AJ Styles, so that's going to be fun. What is up, my guy? What is up? So, you know what? Let's just get this started with the predictions for tomorrow night. So, here's the beginning of the card. Let's scroll down here. The first one, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. How do you feel about that, Nick?
Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. They've had quite the build so far going into tomorrow. Kevin Owens has been killing it in his heel role. We had him in an interview in the car last week with Michael Cole, which I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is this heel now, but he's justified because Cody Rhodes chose the Bloodline over KO, in which the Bloodline made Kevin Owens' life a living hell, and Cody would choose the Bloodline and Roman Reigns over Kevin Owens, so Kevin Owens is justified. But I'm really liking their build so far. And it's brought, like, Cody Rhodes' reign, I would not say is terrible, but the match he's put on is good, like with AJ and Solo, and then with Kevin Owens, and then Jacob fought too. But the story in the early part wasn't there, but now you're finally starting to see the story part and Cody Rhodes' WWE Championship reign, and it's a really, really good thing to see. We're seeing it now with Kevin Owens, and we're going to see it soon in the future next year at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, in my opinion, with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
Yep. And for me, this is how I feel about this match, right? This is Kevin Owens is the biggest threat for Cody Rhodes' title right now. Let's be honest. Kevin Owens, with this heel turn, quote unquote, I don't call it a heel turn. I should say it's him. He found a purpose. So it's going to be really, really interesting. But I think I'm Team Kevin Owens here, but I have to go Cody Rhodes here. It makes sense. The Rock is going to be there on Saturday night's main event. So
I'll be honest with you, Mitch. I was thinking Cody Rhodes as well. However, with how good Kevin Owens has been doing lately, it's hard it's hard to not think Kevin Owens, like I think there's a good chance he wins the championship. And plus, I think he has a contract coming up next year. I do think he stays, though. He's not going anywhere. I think he's pretty much close to signing a new deal with WWE anyways. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Owens, Triple H loves to swerve the fans. I wouldn't be shocked at all if they actually go the opposite way and have Kevin Owens actually win the championship tomorrow. And also, if you've seen on X, Triple H showed Cody Rhodes this thing shining with gold in this big case. And there's rumors it's the winged eagle design of the WWE Championship from back in the 90s. And Cody Rhodes may have that. Even if it's for one night, I think he should bring it back permanently, full-time, because Cody Rhodes, you've remembered Hell in a Cell, 2011? He brought back the classic Intercontinental Championship with the white strap.
Yeah.
I hope, and I've been hoping for months for Cody to bring back the winged eagle design of the WWE Championship. it looked much better than the current one with the big logo. But imagine Kevin Owens when they have the winged eagle design back tomorrow, and Kevin Owens wins it.
Oh my God! I've never even thought of that. Wow.
I would go. I was thinking Cody, but I'm actually going Kevin Owens. I'm going Kevin Owens.
I like that. I like that.
And even if it's Kevin Owens holding it for like a month or two and Cody winning it back at the Royal Rumble, they could always do that and have Cody and Randy at WrestleMania that way. Instead of the predictable route, Randy costing Kevin Owens the title tomorrow, I'm going Kevin Owens to actually win clean, win the championship in Long Island.
All right. Now, before we got a minute until SmackDown starts. Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre's going to win. I feel like it's going to be a squash match.
I think so, too.
Hey, look who's in the chat here.
Adam Carl, Adam Carl. What's up, Adam?
The newest member of the Hardcore Sports Network. Shout out to you. He's our promoter for all the wrestling shows on demand. Return happened on SmackDown. I won't spoil it, though. It will make Nick Fury very happy.
Okay. Adam, I probably not. I've seen it, but I won't spoil it either. Let's just say he's very speedy and loves to run fast.
Okay.
I will say, though, but I won't spoil it, though. But yeah, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, I'm going Drew McIntyre. And he just came back, and he's going to be in a big role going into next year's WrestleMania as well. No reason for him to lose. Sami losing's not going to hurt Sami at all. I'm going Drew McIntyre.
All right. Just a heads up. He shared it on Twitter, and he did follow you, Nick, but it said it's pending. So I don't know what that has to entail. So you'll love it. And then Adam goes, you'll love it. He's your favorite of all time.
Well, he's talented, but I don't know if he'd say he's my favorite of all time. But I know, Adam Carl, your favorite is the awesome one, The Miz.
He doesn't like The Miz?
Well, let's just say he's The Miz's biggest fan. And I always tell him, hey, Miz is awesome. He's the most must-see WWE superstar in history, the box office draw, and a former WWE champion who main evented WrestleMania and beat John Cena in the main event.
Yep. There we go. Wesley, I just got it. Thank you.
So we got the semifinals tonight for the Women's United States Championship Tournament. 2 semifinals, Chelsea Green and Bayley, and Michin and Tiffany Stratton.
Who do you have winning? Because I got Michin against Chelsea Green winning.
I got the same year too. I was thinking Bayley originally to win the tournament to give credibility to the championship, but I think the company, like, if you want to build new stars, you look at Michin and you look at Chelsea Green, and I'm actually pulling and hoping for Chelsea Green to win tonight and tomorrow, become the first ever Women's United States champion. And she's put in the work. She really has. With the Karen gimmick and then the pairing with Piper Niven, which lately has been growing on me. It was a makeshift team at first. I was like, this is not working. But now it's growing on me, and I hope she wins tomorrow, like tonight.
Wait, Jimmy Uso? Oh, he's got a crutch.
Adam Carl says, Nick, when I catch you. Yeah, I DM'd him earlier about The Miz being a must-see box office draw. And Adam Carl's like, The Miz, he's awful. He's an abhorrent wrestler. He's not hip. He can't dance. He's a terrible wrestler. I told you, Adam Carl is The Miz's biggest fan. I'm telling you.
Yeah. They're showing Jimmy Uso how he got injured at War Games. He broke his toe.
Ooh. And you see how he landed, man. It looked nasty. Speaking of foot injuries, it's a shame what happened to Bronson Reed. And he got surgery about like a day ago. And sadly, he is missing WrestleMania, which is a damn shame. Adam Carl, the awesome one, quote unquote. Nick, when I catch you,
Here's Jimmy.
Oh, he's on crutches. This does not look good. Doesn't look good at all, people.
That's the wrong twin, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, mistaken for Jimmy and Jay, but.
Yeah. There you go. I like this promo so far.
It's not bad. I wonder how many people we got watching this live now.
Oh yeah, you're on the link. I'll tell you in a little bit.
I was gonna say I should get people watching in here.
Yeah, we will.
And Jimmy doing yeet when originally it was no yeet, but
right.
Nice to hear yeet with Jimmy Uso for his brother.
I could see him going after the U.S. title.
Yeah. And the mid card on SmackDown could use some more contenders.
Yeah.
As it looks incredibly weak on the men's side of the mid card for that men's United States Championship. I don't see why not. If they're not going to pair the Usos back together, though they might because of this transfer window. So who knows? But if they don't do that and they put him in the mid card, hey, they could use some mid card guys on the men's side on SmackDown. Now, I heard with Jimmy. Go ahead.
Keep watching.
Oh, Drew McIntyre, man, you beast. And you hear the boos. At this transfer window, I would absolutely move Drew McIntyre to SmackDown.
He has to, because he's going to be pushed to the side.
Yeah, after his feud with his feud with CM Punk over on Raw with Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood being over and stuff, there's nothing left for him to do on Raw. And he's done everything on Raw. So I think the move to SmackDown would be the best thing.
Yeah. And you keep him and CM Punk apart.
Exactly. And what I would do with Drew McIntyre, move him to SmackDown before Raw goes to Netflix, and also Drew McIntyre for WrestleMania, you book him versus Wade Barrett, with Wade Barrett for at least one night only coming out of retirement to wrestle Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 41.
Did he get injured?
Who?
Wade Barrett.
Well, he got a concussion, and he's been doing commentary for years, even before he came back to WWE as a commentator with NXT. But if you paid attention to the Punk and McIntyre feud, especially before Bad Blood and Hell in a Cell, that Wade Barrett was getting involved and trying to reason with Drew, and then Drew and Wade apparently are best friends in real life, and then Wade, during Raw before Bad Blood, was saying that's not the Drew that I knew, and that he's changed, and he's this madman. Drew thought Barrett was getting in his way when the feud with Punk before Bad Blood in their Hell in a Cell match. So, I mean, it would make sense. It would tie into that with the storyline continuity. And also, with Raw going to Netflix, I did hear Michael Cole and Pat McAfee and probably Corey Graves, 2 or 3 man commentary booth for Raw when they go to Netflix. And as for Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett currently doing Raw, I'm hearing from reports, or I think PW Insider may have confirmed it months ago, that when SmackDown, USA Network, and when Raw goes to Netflix, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett, currently commentating Raw, will both move over to SmackDown to commentate that show. And if they move Drew McIntyre there, and if Drew McIntyre is part of this transfer window, and they move him to SmackDown, that would make sense. Because I think when Raw is on Netflix, like, they want to keep the brand separate, especially if both shows would be in 3 hours. I would do Drew McIntyre and Wade Barrett at WrestleMania in Vegas. Even if it's for one night only, Wade Barrett coming out of retirement, I would do that for WrestleMania. There's nobody else that makes sense for Drew at Mania.
Yep. And Vic, thank you for sharing out the stream, bro. Appreciate that. And by the way, subscribe to Nick, guys. His link is in the chat, and it's also in the description. Make sure you guys do that. And we're going to be streaming SmackDown every Friday going forward. Every Friday going forward is going to be us too. And Nick, I didn't even tell you this. I got someone to stream Monday Night Raw with me starting on Netflix, starting in January. So we got someone else too.
Yes. Raw on Netflix is going to be insane.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Dude, they got advertised John Cena, The Rock. I think that I heard CM Punk versus Seth Rollins on that first Raw on Netflix as well.
I heard about that too. How do you feel about that?
I don't mind it, because you can have Punk win, and Adam Carl actually, and shout out to him, I think I seen one of his tweets earlier today. If we do Punk and Seth the first Raw on Netflix, you have Punk go over, Punk and Seth in the Royal Rumble on February 1st. Seth can eliminate Punk in the Rumble match with Seth as a heel, going heel, and screwing Punk's chances of main eventing WrestleMania, which leads to Punk versus Seth Part 2 on one of the nights at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. And Seth could get his win back. And they probably do Punk and Seth Part 3, the final encounter, at Backlash after Mania next year. And I think around that time we should get a draft. And I think at that point, the draft next spring after WrestleMania, they move Seth over to SmackDown. And they have their final third encounter at Backlash next year, ending their feud as Punk stays on Raw and Seth goes to SmackDown if they do a draft next spring after WrestleMania, which I think they do. Because if Punk and Seth are going to be on Raw, the first Raw Netflix one-on-one match with this transfer window, I think Seth stays on Raw at least until after WrestleMania next year. That's how I'm thinking it.
Yeah,
and Adam
I can see that.
The part with the Raw Netflix Punk and Rollins one-on-one, I don't mind it either.
Is that going to be the main event on Netflix, though, you think? No?
I think it's going to be Roman versus Solo for the Ula Fala, which I hope they do.
Oh.
If they do that and Roman wins and The Rock shows up and lays out Roman, setting up Rock and Roman for WrestleMania, dude, I'm telling you.
My God.
I hope they do that. And then Rock can kick Solo out of the new bloodline, and The Rock can reveal, Roman, I've been pulling the strings all along with controlling your bloodline. And then Rock just beats the ever-living shit out of Roman, like he did Cody on Chicago before WrestleMania this year when he busted up Cody open, and it was near Cody's tour bus, and it was beautiful. In a rainy Chicago, by the way.
Yeah.
Rock was like, Mama Rhodes, this is your son. Mama Rhodes, this is your son's blood on this belt. Mama Rhodes. And then it's like, and then I think it was even on YouTube, even when Raw went off the air and the camera guys were like, clear, guys. And Rock's like, fuck that. This show's not over till The Rock says it's over. It was so hilarious. It's on YouTube still. Rock's like, fuck that. What? Just because the show's over, that doesn't mean that the shit stops.
Right.
It was so hilarious. You should check it out if you haven't seen
it. Yeah. Here's something about The Rock's final boss character. I feel like it's the best heel that he's ever done. I feel like that's the top heel.
It reminds me so much of 2003 heel Hollywood Rock, and that Rock was so good. And that Rock was so short-lived because I think later on in 2003, that year, he turned babyface again. And that heel run of Hollywood Rock was so short-lived, and it was so good. It was so good. Even I remember a Raw episode back in 2003 where Rock's like, yay, yay. Part of his promo was so hilarious. He's like, finally, The Rock has come back to Indianapolis. Who cares? So pretty much like that. And Rock got booed. It was so funny. Even I think it was feud with Hogan in early 2003 before WrestleMania that year where he was like, where Rock was on via satellite and he cut Hogan's mic off. It was so funny. But yeah, I'm liking this final boss Rock a lot. He's had some good promo skits talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers and then Arizona with the crack. It was so funny. But
the investigation is still ongoing, but I still feel like it's Bianca.
I think it's Bianca too, or Naomi. Or I was thinking, remember when Charlotte and Jade had a face-to-face backstage on the SmackDown season premiere last year? And Triple H was backstage. What if it's? I didn't even think of this, and I saw it on X earlier today. What if it? And Charlotte's rumored to come back tomorrow, Saturday night's main event. What if it's Charlotte that attacked Jade Cargill?
Oh my God!
And it leads to Charlotte versus Jade, setting up Charlotte versus Bianca for WrestleMania in Las Vegas, and they have a reason to fight.
Never even thought of that, but we're going to talk about that in a sec because Charlotte Flair, you know where I see her? I see her interfering with Liv and Io Sky. I can see that, or Becky Lynch interfering in that.
Yeah. I mean, Becky, though, I don't know. She is rumored to come back soon, but I don't know. If she's there tomorrow, I'd be shocked, but I think she's safe for the first Raw on Netflix.
Okay.
I think that's when she comes back. And by the way, folks, Becky Lynch is not going to AEW, guys. She's not going anywhere.
No, she's not going anywhere.
Dude, I seen some people on social media on X posting Rebecca Quinn is all elite. Yeah, I wonder where those people are at now.
Right.
Oh, Rebecca Quinn is out of the WWE prison, off the WWE shackles. She's going to be free and all elite. No more Becky Lynch. It's Rebecca Quinn. Becky Lynch is pretty much a WWE lifer at this point, dude.
Oh my God, yeah.
And her husband re-signed earlier this year? There was no way she was going anywhere. If her husband re-signed, she's staying as well. And with AEW being so ice cold, why would she want to go there? Just look at what they're doing with Toni Storm. I read Toni Storm came back Wednesday's Dynamite, and she's wrestling on Rampage tonight. Yes, Rampage. The show that's getting canceled, by the way. I kid you not.
Why? Wait, what?
She came back at the end of Dynamite Wednesday to confront Mariah May, who beat Mina to retain the AEW Women's Championship this past Wednesday on Dynamite. Winners coming in the main event. Toni Storm comes back to not a timeless gimmick, but the gimmick before that. And they're having Toni Storm's in-ring return match tonight on Rampage. Why? Why? Imagine bringing back Toni Storm to have her in-ring return be on Rampage. Are you kidding me? And apparently the AEW locker room is fed up with that, calling Toni's decision appalled. Yeah, they're not wrong. It's ridiculous, bro. It really is.
It is.
If I'm Toni Storm when her contract's up, I'm going. I know Vince isn't there anymore, but Toni Storm, It's like if I'm her, I'm giving WWE a second look as soon as her AEW contract is up and she's a free agent. Just get out of there.
So you and I both got Meechin winning this, right? Against Tiffany Stratton?
Yes, going Meechin. Tiffany doesn't need to win this. I think she's cashing in that briefcase relatively soon on Nia Jax.
Could you see her cashing it in on the night Raw on Netflix?
Tiffany Stratton, I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't either.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But Meechin, though, has put in the work just like Chelsea Green. Very good in-ring talent. Very talented. She did work some NXT stuff in the middle of this year, like I think against Jada Parker, who's got potential. She's not there yet, but she's coming along okay. Still got some work to do, but she's not bad. Recently lost recently lost at Deadline last Saturday to Lola Vice in an underground match. But Meechin now. Through the ropes. Double boots.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh. Face first. Tiffany Stratton counters a kick. Ooh, and the double stomp kick to the seated drop kick from Tiffany Stratton. When she runs but on the outside apron.
Hey, my guy Taco's in the building. What is up, Taco? How you doing?
Daki Taco, what's up?
Thank you for sharing out on Twitter. Really appreciate that. But Taco, remember guys, Nick and I, Sarah and Mac will be live for Saturday Night's Main Event tomorrow night. Hey, what is up, Steve? How's it going? This is my guy Steve from Stream Punk Entertainment, one of my networks. So, yo, what's up, man? It's the big sports weekend coming up. Dude, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I'm streaming Saturday Night's Main Event tomorrow night. There's football, there's basketball, the whole 9 yards, man. Whole 9 yards. And Steve, make sure you subscribe to my guy Nick, man. His link is in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to him, brother.
So, Mitch, also if you watch that backstage skit with Naomi and Bianca Belair with Nick Aldis, apparently Naomi is now Bianca Belair's partner, one half of the women's tag team champions.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That makes you think it was Naomi then.
So it may not be Bianca.
I think it's Naomi now, just because of that.
And she's out of the women's U.S. title tournament is Naomi as well. Lost in the first round, so I mean, perhaps it is Naomi. And if it is Naomi, I think the heel turn is a must for her. She needs something desperately because since she's come back, she hasn't done much really of anything. I think a heel turn would be the best thing for her as far as the character change. And I think it would be good for her.
Nick, my guy Steve is saying, what's up?
What's up, Steve? Hope you're doing all right. And happy Friday the 13th.
Yeah, happy Friday the 13th, guys. Happy Friday the 13th. What's it? Thank God I'm not watching the TikTok right now.
Yeah. So Meechin and Tiffany Stratton, I think Meechin wins, but I think how she wins, I think Nia somehow gets involved and she costs Tiffany Stratton the match. Because I don't think you want to have
Tiffany definitely the X factor.
because I don't think you want Tiffany to go into this and just flat out lose clean. Yes, Victor T, it's Tiffy time. Yep, Victor knows.
Yeah. And Vic, I just got to say this real quick, man. Thank you for being there for me during this past couple of weeks. It really helped. I was in like a dark space, so it really helped. There you go. He's just excited to you, bro.
Thanks, Stevie. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, shout out to Steve too, man. I was going through a hard time. Same with you, Nick. Thank you to everybody within the past couple of weeks. I was going through it, and I couldn't have gotten out of it without you guys. So it really, really helps. Really helped.
And I think Tiffany missed the drop kick, and Meechin got the soccer kick on Tiffany. Oh, nice DDT. Like an in-ring through the rope DDT from Meechin. And another DDT, a Lucha DDT. Wow. From Meechin. Cover. Oh, near fall. Yeah, Meechin is no slouch at all. She's very underrated, I feel.
Meechin should win this whole thing. I don't care about Chelsea Green. Meechin has been on fire within the past 2 months.
Green.
I'm not a big fan of Chelsea Green. I am not.
What? I mean, I like Meechin too, but I mean, Chelsea Green, man. Just like Meechin's put in the work. She's also put in the work, but no, but I give Meechin all the credit in the world, too. Oh, we've got a tarantula on Tiffy. It's been a good match so far.
Really has.
I mean, this is the stuff. This is the stuff that we want to see for that women's mid-card for that United States Championship on SmackDown, and even on Raw with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. This is the stuff we want. This is what we want to see with the women. If this is what we're going to get, we're in for a treat. I mean, Lyra Valkyria qualified Monday on Raw for the semifinals. We got Dakota Kai in the semifinals. We're getting next Monday on Raw. But this upcoming Monday, I think, we're getting Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Stark, and Kaden Carter. Then 2 weeks after that, I think we get Alba Fire, Natalya, and Kairi Sane. And speaking of whom, Natalya, I'm hearing people apparently in WWE are pushing for Natalya to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. Are you mad about that if she wins it?
She's a good wrestler, but the thing is with me, she has no charisma.
That is true.
Vacuum. She comes from wrestling family. She's wrestling royalty. Your father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, got rest his soul, and then her uncle Bret Hart, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the Hart Foundation, and Bret Hart, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. No disrespect to the Harts, but I feel like I don't think Natty
Meechin won.
Eat defeat.
Meechin, yes, she's going to the finals.
And it was clean. Yes. No Nia Jax interference, nothing. Clean as a whistle.
I love that. Great match. It was like around 10 minutes or so. Perfect. Yes.
It was decent. Both ladies look pretty fine out there. They look good. Like I said, this is the stuff. If this is what we're going to see for that women's mid-card, for the U.S. and IC titles for the women, then I think we're good. We should have a fruitful mid-card for the women.
Now, let me ask you something about Bayley. Would you be mad if she won the whole tournament, if she became the United States champion? For me, I'm just like, eh.
I wouldn't be mad if I'm honest, but I don't think Bayley really needs it because she's already an established star.
Yes.
I think Bayley at this point should start putting up-and-coming talent over, like Charlotte should, like Becky should. Especially Charlotte. At least Becky's put over Lyra last year on Halloween Havoc for the NXT Women's title.
Yep.
At least she did that. But I'm thinking, listen to this, Mitch. With Tiffany Stratton, when she cashes in the Money in the Bank and wins the women's title, if we get Tiffany and Charlotte at WrestleMania next year for the women's title, Tiffany goes over Charlotte and clean. What about Tiffany Stratton next year at SummerSlam defending the women's title against Becky Lynch if they move Becky to SmackDown with a draft next spring after WrestleMania, and they do Becky and Tiffany at SummerSlam at MetLife for the women's title over in a Smackdown program. Because they have the history
Becky Lynch.
And Tiffany can get her win back from Becky. Because remember when Becky took the NXT women's title off her, and Tiffany can get her win back over Becky next August at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good storytelling.
Here's DIY.
Still shocked over the fact that they turned heel.
Oh. I did too. I could see a triple threat for the tag team titles.
Where at WrestleMania?
No, not at WrestleMania. I could just see it coming in the future. I just don't know when.
Yeah. So maybe we don't get Tommaso versus Johnny at WrestleMania. Maybe Triple H wants to hold off on that for now. I like the presentation with the dark black and white smoke with DIY's heels. I like the presentation a lot, though. I will give credit where credit's due. But Mitch, what about if they do Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns next year, WrestleMania in Vegas, but a la Edge and Christian, the Hardys and Dudleys TLC style from WrestleMania 17?
That would be insane. That would be insane if that happened.
One of the greatest TLC matches ever in history.
Yep.
That was crazy. Edge spearing Jeff Hardy off a ladder with Jeff hanging on to the belts. It was crazy. Jeff doing a swanton off the ladder through a table. I think it was the Bubba Ray Dudley on the outside. It was insane. Really, really good stuff. Now, I don't know if they could recreate that, but similarities there. Apparently, Roman Reigns is speaking tonight, the OTC.
Yep, I'm excited to see what he's got to say. Because Solo Sikoa is fighting LA Knight tonight.
Yeah. I would book Roman versus Solo for the Ula Fala on the first Raw on Netflix. I really would.
Yep, I would too.
Have Roman take the Ula Fala and then have The Rock show up. And he beats up Roman. The final boss shows up. On the first Raw on Netflix, January 6th. Oh, well, Rocket's not making WrestleMania 41. Sure thing. He'll make WrestleMania. No, don't worry.
Don't worry. At some point he has to.
Yeah. I think we all expected him at Survivor Series in Vancouver. He didn't show up, but I think he shows up on Netflix. I do.
All right, let's continue with our predictions for Saturday night's main event. So, yeah, we got that. Gunther versus Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. For me, I got Finn Balor. I mean, not Finn Balor, Gunther. I got Gunther winning this. How about you?
Yeah, I got Gunther as well. There's no reason to take the championship off him at all right now.
Yeah, there's not.
I'm going Gunther to win, but he pins Finn Balor. And I think, aren't Balor and McDonough defending the World Tag Team titles again against the War Raiders this Monday on Raw, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
I would have Balor eat the pin tomorrow, then Balor and McDonough lose the tag titles, the World Tag Team titles, that is, to the War Raiders this Monday on Raw. Then after they lose, and if it's the main event, have McDonough turn on Balor. They kick Balor out of the Judgment Day. They turn Balor face, feud with the Judgment Day. But if you've seen last week's SmackDown, Dominic with the Judgment Day, we're talking to Nick Aldis backstage. I don't think the Judgment Day moves to SmackDown with the transfer window. What if Dominic set Balor up to move him to SmackDown on his own, not only out of the Judgment Day, but sent to SmackDown all on his own? Because according to WrestleVotes, Finn Balor's getting a big push next year in 2025. I would say,
Yeah.
I mean, would you be shocked if the All Elite's Finn Balor going to SmackDown and out of the Judgment Day?
He's got to leave the Judgment Day. He's got to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, the Judgment Day is dead.
It is. I mean, even if they replace Balor as the leader with Dominic as the leader, it's still not the same, in my opinion. They should just end the group altogether, but I do think Balor gets kicked out of the Judgment Day. And they teased it this past Monday on Raw where Balor and Dominic teased like, "Oh, you didn't deserve a title shot, I did," and they teased tension. So I think Balor, it's only a matter of time before he gets kicked out of the Judgment Day. And I could see, and if that's the case, I could see Finn Balor, part of the transfer window, move over to SmackDown. And he's done everything on Raw too. There's nothing left for him there.
No. He's due for a push.
He is. If he moves to SmackDown, part of the transfer window, and you turn him face on his own on SmackDown all by himself, what about reliving his NXT Black and Gold roots when he was the Demon or the Demon King?
Right.
Or when he was the heel somewhat in NXT in 2020 before he turned tweener and face in his second NXT world title run, similar to like the Prince Balor and the Demon King Finn Balor when he was in NXT under the Black and Gold, which I thought was very, very good, especially his 2014 NXT days when he came in the WWE and was signed, and he had the Demon and had the face paint, and he was like NXT champion. 2015 beat Kevin Owens. And he was like pretty much their John Cena, face of the company in NXT on that brand, pretty much. And he relived those days as Finn Balor on SmackDown and have him be a world champ there. But yeah, I'm going Gunther to retain.
Yep. And it up. Here we go, Solo.
And Apollo Crews, Cupcake Crews, as Adam Carl would say, Cupcake Apollo Crews. Titus O'Neil's cupcake maker, Apollo Crews. Dude, it was so funny months ago when Jacob Fatu just beat up the security guard at the front, a security check.
Yeah.
That was so good. I love you, Solo.
I really want to know when Jacob Fatu is going to turn on Solo.
I don't know. I mean, it's got to happen at some point, maybe sometime next year, but I don't think anytime soon. Oh, Roman Reigns and the wise man, Paul Heyman. Wild Samoans, the late great Afa and Sika. God rest their souls. Sika actually passed away on my birthday, by the way, this year.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah. It's a shame. Two of the greatest, Afa and Sika. Yes. There you have it, Mitch. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank God.
January 6th for the Ula Fala. Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. January 6th, Raw on Netflix.
Now I know what I'm going to put on the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how he's going to Raw.
I think Roman Reigns definitely moves to Raw in this transfer window. No doubt about it.
He has to.
He's done everything on Smackdown and Raw, and Netflix wants him on Raw. Him, Cody, and CM Punk. So Raw, when they're on Netflix, their roster is going to be they're going to get a lot of heavy hitters. They're going to be Raw is going to be the A show again when they go to Netflix. Right now it's SmackDown, but Raw, I'm telling you, they're going to be the A show once again when they are on Netflix January 6th, and I could not be more excited. CM Punk will be there.
What do you think about Logan Paul announcing his retirement?
He's not retired. He's playing the He and isn't he signed till at least 2026 as well, or at least early 2026? He's not retired. I do not believe people do not believe the rumors. He's not retired. But Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, January 6th, Raw and Netflix debut for the Ula Fala. Like I predicted, Roman's going to win the Ula Fala back, and the final boss is going to come out and lay out Roman Reigns. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful to see, Mitch. Absolutely beautiful. Carmelo Hayes match is next on SmackDown.
I really want to know who it's going to be. Who do you think?
I hope it's Pentagon Jr., but it looks like with the spoilers, and I won't spoil it, it probably is not.
Okay.
And maybe it's best because you want to give him video packages, I guess, and get some casuals to know who he is. And if I'm WWE and Pentagon's a free agent now, if I'm WWE, I'm scooping him up right now as quick as you can. It does suck though that Ray Phoenix is still in AEW prison, which is a damn shame.
Yeah.
And apparently he's been, if you've seen the news, apparently he said some tweets about Tony Khan saying that Ray Phoenix himself was injured and he had to wait months for treatment. Then he apparently deleted the tweets as well. I'm telling you, shit's going to go down bad for AEW. I'm telling you right now. And you know what? I hope it does. And I'll be sitting here with a big smile on my face because you know what, Mitch? They deserve it. They deserve it because of who's in charge, Tony Khan. That company will never get better until that man is gone and no longer in charge. Because he doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He doesn't know how to book a wrestling company. He's not a guy that's there to run a business. He's there like to be friends with everybody and not take a business seriously. Like CM Punk said on Ariel Helwani's podcast, this past April. Like, Tony Khan's not a boss. He's a nice guy. He's not a boss. That AEW place is so hopeless, and they will continue to be hopeless until Tony Khan and the power of the pen is taken away from him. You know?
I really want to know who's going to be the Carmelo Hayes opponent. It's not going to be Oprah Femi. I know that.
Woo. The ruler.
I would love. Oh, I just realized something. When is the NXT No Evil? When is that?
The next day, January 7th. The first NXT Tuesday of the new year. And it's also going to be live from Los Angeles, California. Not in the Performance Center. So apparently Trick Williams and Oba Femi for the NXT title and Roxanne Perez and Julia for the NXT Women's title. And that is where Julia wins the championship and Roxanne Perez gets called up to the main roster. And she's ready as well. She's been ready.
So you said it was on the 7th, right?
Yes, January 7th, the night after the Raw Netflix debut. So Raw's going to be in LA for January 6th, NXT in LA for January 7th. So it's going to be a big week that week.
Because that's going to be a big show. That is going to be a big show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking if I stream it, if I stream that, you want to join me if I do stream it?
I don't know. I mean,
we still got some time. We still got some time.
I have to really think about it, but we'll see.
What is up, Joe? How's it going, man? Guys, I would like to announce that Joe Zuleta, sorry, I can't pronounce it. Zuleta, I got it right. He's going to be the Monday Night Raw co-host with me on Monday Night Raw watch-alongs starting on January 6th. So, shout out to you, my guy. Welcome aboard. Can't wait. And then you said his opponent could be Penta El. He signed. I don't know. I think there's.
He just signed?
Yeah.
Wait. When did just sign just now? Well, I gotta look this up.
He signed like a couple days ago, I think, right, Joe?
I think it was
a couple days ago.
Surprised, but I gotta look this up
because I think they're gonna save him for the Rumble. There we go. Yep, I gotta add you to the Twitter group chat. I will probably tomorrow.
Let's see. I mean, if he is signed, it doesn't surprise me at all. If I'm WWE, I'm scooping him up now. And this is true. Good on them. Good on WWE.
Yeah.
And Penta is so good in the tag, whether he's tag team or singles, he's so freaking good and so over, so popular. Imagine the amount of merch and money he's going to make with him with Pentagon and himself in WWE, the merch he's going to sell, the mask he's going to sell, the money he's going to make compared to what he was doing in AEW. He's going to be so much better off there. He's no longer in an AEW prison. Penta has not felt like Penta in years. He's finally going to feel himself again in WWE because with Tony Khan and his rental lucha, you have all these luchas in AEW. Yeah, Penta doesn't stand out, but in WWE, he's definitely going to stand out.
I loved him in Lucha Underground. Did you ever watch Lucha Underground?
I know. I almost did once. I never did. I didn't have that channel on my television on cable.
It's on Netflix now, I think.
It was on El Rey Network, but I never got that channel on my television back then.
All right. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. You guessed it, as Adam Carl would say. I like him, but please.
Braun Strowman?
The Strowman Express.
Vic, I don't want him back. I don't want him back.
He runs fast, Mitch. He runs fast, as Adam Carl would say. He's he's
Woo!
Well, Carmelo Hayes, you're in trouble now, dude. Hey, maybe this gets Carmelo in the transfer window get moved over to Raw. And I mean, Monday Night Mello has a nice ring to it.
It does.
And maybe Trick Williams and he gets called up. Maybe that moves over to Raw instead.
Yeah, that's not Penta.
Yeah, not even close to Penta there. He's a lot bigger than Penta, and he doesn't wear a mask. Carmelo Hayes trying to punch away at Strowman. It's not working, clearly.
Is this going to be a squash match?
Yeah, Carmelo tried to springboard, and Braun Strowman, like a brick wall, didn't even phase him and took Mello down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, power slam. No. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, shoulder first in the damn ring post goes the monster of all monsters. Now, here we go. Carmelo, he's taking out the knee. That's smart against the big man. Ooh, springboard DDT. Oh, not even a 1 count. And Braun Strowman powers out, sends Ricochet out of the ring. But not Ricochet, Carmelo, sorry. I don't know why I said Ricochet.
He got caught.
Ooh, caught in midair. It's over.
That's like a Vince McMahon booking.
I hated that. Why? Yeah, that is definitely Vince fucking booking. He's not there anymore, and I like Triple H in his booking, but I have to say why. I have to call out on this. I'm sorry. I did not like this.
Vic, that was called a squash match.
Yeah. Definitely a squash. Like what? It went 90 seconds. If this doesn't lead to Mello getting frustrated with Nick Aldis and asking for a transfer window move to Raw, then I don't know what the point of this was. I did not like this at all.
Here's LA Knight.
What a terrible move.
Hey, Joe, if you're still in here, bro, if you're still here, check out the Nick. His link is right here. Check out the Nick, my guy. There's the link.
Yep, go subscribe to Furious Nation if you haven't done so already. Definitely in the links in the comments, in the description. Oh, hey, night. Yeah. Apparently it's next. Sol Sikoa versus LA Knight.
I thought that would be the main event.
And we still got almost an hour left of the show.
Yeah, I know. So, Chelsea Green? That's the main event, unless I'm forgetting something.
Bailey and Chelsea Green?
It's gotta be. Unless I'm forgetting something.
Yeah. But we predicted Gunther retaining the world title tomorrow, and then Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. I think we got one more match on the show. Or two matches, actually.
It's Bailey and we did.
Or Liv Morgan, EO.
Liv Morgan, EO, and the women's title. So, I mean the U.S. tournament. So I got. It depends on who's gonna interfere in this match for me. I got EO Sky winning this because they did say one title change is going to happen, and I think it's this one. So I'm gonna go with EO Sky. How about you?
If it's not the WWE Championship changing hands with Kevin Owens tomorrow, I could probably see this being the title change with EO winning. Yeah. Do I think EO wins? No. Do I hope she wins? Yes, but I think Liv Morgan retains, as I think we do Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley for the women's world title on the first Raw on Netflix, and that's where Rhea Ripley wins back the championship in that first Raw on Netflix. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Has Liv Morgan tried with this title reign? Yes. Has she tried with the heel work? Yes. Is she better as a heel? Yes. Should the title be off of her right now? Yes. I feel like it's run its expiration date. And Liv Morgan, I don't know what you think, and this is no disrespect to Liv Morgan at all. Is she talented and good? Yes, but is she world championship material? No, she's more like mid-card. Like, that's her ceiling, like a women's US or IC title. I feel like with her as a world champion, it has a certain expiration date. And I feel like she's kind of held on. She's held it on to the title since May. I think it's time to get the title off of her very soon. The sooner the better. And it's and also it's like the other thing that doesn't help with her is the heel when the heel it's really tiresome very quick and the same old shit when you have a heel as a champion and they always need help to win. Like, it gets very tired very quick. And I'm feeling that with Liv Morgan, like the Judgment Day always helps her win. There's always outside interference. It gets very tired very fast. And it's just, and then you want to know why the title needs to come off of Liv, and she's not world title material to begin with. Anyway, I guarantee you Rhea Ripley, had she not gotten injured in April, she would have still been champion still right now. I think she was planning to have a Gunther-like title reign was Rhea Ripley with the women's world title. Had she not gotten injured.
Yeah, I do too.
And the only reason is because of Rhea's injury. Then Becky Lynch was not supposed to win the Battle Royal for the vacant women's world title back in, April? And that's because Rhea got hurt. Becky was supposed to be at home.
Yeah.
Rhea getting injured in April changed the plans.
Oh, my God, it did.
And, I mean, then again, no disrespect to Liv Morgan, but I feel like you need to get the title off of her soon. Because I don't think many people can take Liv Morgan as champion much longer. And they're already getting sick of her. I'm starting to now too. And she wrestled Dakota Kai Monday. It's like, imagine Liv Morgan as a world champion and beating Dakota Kai when Dakota and Liv by themselves, Dakota would win clean. Like, Dakota Kai I can believe is a world champion for the women. Liv Morgan, not really that much. Like, she's just not believable as a world champion.
I'm a fan of Liv. I love the rise she had from last year being arrested to now. Like, you can't make that up. That star power, that stardom within that past year, it's incredible. Yeah. I have to agree with you. It should have been Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Even Nia Jax needs to lose that women's title soon. It's kind of gotten stale. It's overstayed its welcome. And they've tried with her as champion, but right now it's not working out. Jacob Fatu, I agree with you, bro. I love my tribal chief. I love you, Solo.
You know that LA Knight is probably going to lose this.
Yeah, probably because of bloodline outside interference would not surprise me.
Right.
And Solo Sikoa's got the Ulafala match against Roman on January 6th. Solo's not losing. He's not losing. It'd be dumb to have him lose to LA Knight tonight. Apparently, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com tweeted out 3 minutes ago that Braun Strowman beat Carmelo Hayes in under 90 seconds.
Under how many seconds? 90?
Under 90 seconds.
Oh my God.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I did not like that at all. The way they did
hated that.
like that. Awful. Vince-like booking if I've ever seen it. That was so bad. You're gonna feed Carmelo Hayes to Strowman like that? Come on. That's not the way to treat a talent like Carmelo Hayes, people.
Yep, jokes. I love you. Solo.
I love my tribal chief. Here comes the megastar LA Knight marching down the aisle. He means business. No vest. He's all business tonight. LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, so Nick, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard right now, but every time we stream, I'm gonna send you the link, okay? I don't know what's going on with StreamYard.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Yeah, something is like something seems off with this thing.
Yeah, I already got a plan in place. I already got a plan. It's good. So I'm just gonna send you the link, okay? We got your channel on there. That's the most important thing. I'm gonna send you the link, all right?
All right. All right. Corey Graves on commentary mentioning a T-Rex can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Corey Graves.
I miss Pat McAfee.
Yeah, see, the guy who brings a lot of energy, and him and Michael Cole, such a great pairing. When he came to commentary for SmackDown in 2021, to commentate with Michael Cole, I think that really changed Michael Cole to become a good commentator again, because I think he's always been a good commentator, but Vince was just screaming bullshit in his ear, and Pat McAfee brought the passion in Michael Cole again. And now Michael Cole's becoming a lot more appreciated now, today. The pairing with Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, I don't know how you feel, Mitch, about the comparison Pat McAfee and Michael Cole compared to Michael Cole and Taz from back in the day on SmackDown in like 2002, 2003-ish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now Taz is in AEW, and I do miss him in WWE, but he's in AEW. I'd be shocked if he ever comes back. I don't think it happens, but stranger things have happened. I mean, if Taz's son Hook ever decides to come to WWE, I mean, if his father wants to follow, man, I'd love to see it one day. He hasn't been there in years, and it's a lot different and better now compared to the last time that Taz was in WWE when he left. But Michael Cole and Pat McAfee commentating on Raw on Netflix, man, it's going to be great. And the Royal Rumble coming up next year, February 1st in Indianapolis. Pat McAfee's hometown in the Indiana Colts. Which I wouldn't be shocked if Pat McAfee's at the Rumble or even in the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, that's like what they did last year. Remember how they had him come in for like a couple seconds and it took. I hated that at that time. I hated that.
I was there live. I was not pleased with that at all. Like, he was not even there long. Doesn't get tossed over. He walks over the rope and he eliminates himself. Like, that was so pointless. Yeah. I sit there, I'm like, what was even the point of that? Just a wasted Royal Rumble spot when he could have gave it to somebody else who was probably more deserving than him in that spot. I didn't understand that whatsoever.
I hated that. Anyone in the chat hate that spot when Pat McAfee came into the Rumble and eliminated himself? I thought that was so pointless.
Yeah, it was pointless and it was stupid. It was so fucking stupid. That's something Vince would have booked, but at that point, like the day before, he was ousted by Ari Emanuel after the Janelle Grant allegations came out.
Yeah.
He was ousted the night before the Rumble this year. But yeah, I was not a fan of that whatsoever. That you could have gave anyone else that spot. That would have been much better off. Anyone in NXT, like anybody. Anyone but Pat McAfee. LA Knight now with some Bulldog on Solo Sikoa. Ooh, Solo Sikoa out to ringside. Oh, and it's Tama Tonga taking a bullet for Solo Sikoa. Spinning Solo on the announce table. But yeah, I think Liv Morgan walks out still the women's world champ tomorrow. I don't know where Charlotte fits in if she's coming back tomorrow, if she goes to SmackDown or moves to Raw. I mean, I would say probably SmackDown she stays on because her husband Andrade is there, and I don't think he's switching brands with the transfer window before the Raw to Netflix thing. But if she moves to Raw, maybe it's a Netflix thing. Maybe Netflix wants her on Raw because Netflix wants a lot of heavy hitters on Raw, and she is a big name.
Yeah.
So I think she stays on SmackDown, but if she goes to Raw, I wouldn't be surprised. If she moves to Raw, like, where does it make sense for her to attack Liv or Io? Like, you're like if you do Charlotte and Liv for the title, please no. Please no. That makes no sense at all. Please fucking no. I do not want to see that at all. If that happens, I'm going off. I'm telling you. That is a terrible, terrible idea. Charlotte versus Io, I mean, feud money match, but that also makes no sense. You know what would make sense if Charlotte moves to Raw? Her last match was with Asuka last December on SmackDown, and now Asuka's on Raw. I don't know when. I think Asuka comes back in the Rumble, but even then, if Charlotte is scheduled to return tomorrow, I would honestly, if you're going to, maybe you save Charlotte for Charlotte's return for the Royal Rumble, and you have Charlotte on Raw feud with Asuka, who the last person she wrestled before Charlotte got injured last year. And you do Charlotte versus Asuka at WrestleMania in Vegas.
I would not mind that.
And you tell a story of how Charlotte beat Asuka and ended her streak at WrestleMania 34, and they can play up that story and have Asuka get her win back in Vegas. Like, this is where Charlotte should be, to put other stars and upcoming stars over. She, like, not always in the title picture. She don't need to have her all the time in the title picture. You can have her out of the title picture for at least 2 or 3 years. Max.
How old is she? How old is she?
She is, she's got to be nearing 40, dude. I think, let me look up Charlotte's age. Charlotte Flair age. She is 38 years old.
I thought she was older. I thought she was like 41, 42.
Yeah. She'll be 40 in 2026.
Wow.
In April that year.
And she had that many injuries in her career?
Wow. Well, she got injured last year with that knee injury.
Yeah.
And when we all thought she'd come back in no time, but she's been out for a year.
Yeah.
And being 38, she looks older.
Yeah.
Do I think Charlotte needs to be on TV? No, I don't. The division's much better with her not on TV. I feel like her on TV makes the division worse. Because she's very talented, don't get me wrong, but the problem I have with Charlotte Flair is she doesn't put anyone over. And she always has to make an excuse to not to lose to somebody. Like, she just can't put someone over clean outside of a Rhea Ripley. It's the politics that she does. She doesn't want to put anyone over. Doesn't want to put anyone over for a title. It's just the politics she plays and just burying talent. I don't like that. And anytime you have someone upcoming and she has to bury that talent, like Asuka at WrestleMania 34, Charlotte should never have beaten Asuka. Asuka should have won.
Yeah.
Even beat Asuka right before WrestleMania 35 in New Jersey, I think, for the SmackDown Women's title, because Charlotte felt like third wheel in the Ronda and Becky stuff going into WrestleMania in 2019. And then Charlotte and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 36 and during the COVID pandemic for the NXT Women's title, which Charlotte did not need to win at all. At all. Even the women's 2020 Royal Rumble match, when it was down to her and Shayna Baszler, and she eliminated Shayna Baszler, I fucking hated that, dude. That was terrible. Terrible. Yeah. She didn't need to win that either.
Yeah.
Like, Charlotte's not about the division. She's about herself. Like, the woman's selfish. Like, she doesn't even sell for her opponents. The moves she takes from her opponents, she makes, like, the way she sells it makes the moves look like shit. And she knows sells. And I'm not the biggest Charlotte fan at all. I'm really not. And it's the same character, the Queen character. Like, change it up. It's the same shit with her over and over. And she's always been in the title picture since day one in 2015 when she got called up to the main roster. Not one feud for a good long amount of time where she's not been in the title picture. Then you want to know why a lot of people don't like Charlotte. Because she's just shoved down our throats.
Oh, my God.
Ooh. Back body drop on the Samoan werewolf, bro.
He sold that perfectly.
Hell yeah.
Super kick.
Super kick on the button. Here we go. Samoan spike. Nope. Like a side effect.
I know I'm late on this, but we all know that Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso match at WrestleMania could have been so much better. You are not wrong, because I was there with my dad, and we were like,
I was there live too.
What happened? Yeah, we were all like, what happened?
Yeah, I was there with one of my best friends. We were there live, dude. And I asked him how we felt about the match. He's like, something was missing. I didn't feel anything. And I felt the crowd being just silent most of the match. I was like, I agreed with him. Like, it was just super kick after super kick, Samoan drop after Samoan drop. It was not a good match. It was not.
Hey Ryan, how's it going, man? How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like, subscribe to Nick's channel.
Send himself over the barricade. Sorry to cut you off there, Mitch.
No, you're good. You're good.
Ooh,
the link's are in the description, Ryan.
A Samoan hip attack from the Samoan werewolf. Referee's thrown the match out. This is just a mugging now from the bloodline. Oh, Samoan spike.
Here comes Andrade and Apollo Crews. What did I call Apollo Crews again?
Cupcake Crews.
Oh my God.
For Titus Catering and Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews making good chocolate cupcakes with vanilla cream filling for Titus. But it looks like Apollo Crews is now involved. I guess he got sick of the cupcakes and catering.
I guess, yeah, but Taco, yeah, I know. Joel B got injured. It sucks. I know. I saw it.
Yeah. But the bloodline still remains tall, despite Apollo Crews' attempt to help save the day. And he still gets laid out by the bloodline.
What's your favorite, funniest moment from WWE in the past? The John Cena and Kurt Angle battle rap.
What, 2003 SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a funny one. There's so many funny ones I like a lot of, but if I had to choose one, it would have to be the Kurt Angle hating the "You Suck" chant on an episode of Raw in late 2005. Where he's like, I hate that chant. I can't stand it. You chant "You suck." Well, you know what? I'm going to walk out of this ring and go back through that curtain. And if you don't give me the respect I deserve, we're going to do it over and over and over again. Then before he came even back out, the fans were like, you suck. You suck. And Kurt Angle's like, cut the music. It was so hilarious. Well, Braun Strowman now with Pretty Deadly. Even Braun Strowman knows Pretty Deadly is cringe. A-Town Down Under. Oh, please don't tell me they're going to feed them to Braun Strowman.
The Titus World Slide? Yeah.
Yep. That was definitely funny. A-Town Down Under versus Braun Strowman next week. Great.
Here's Bailey.
So
what's the main event then?
If Bailey and Chelsea Green's not the main event, maybe it has to do with something about Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens.
I think it has to be.
Yeah. But out comes Bailey. Hey, Mitch, let me ask you this. What do you think of Bailey's current theme music? Is it terrible or not?
I don't really care for it.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like the Def Rebel music, a lot of the music they make is absolutely garbage.
It is.
I'm so glad they're getting out of there next year. They're getting somebody else to make their WWE music or independent like music artists. But I'm so glad Def Rebel's getting out of there because they make terrible wrestling music. I don't think they know how important a wrestler's theme music really is. Like there's no identity to a lot of their music. Everything just sounds so generic. And then you think of the Royal Rumble in Tampa this past January. A lot of the people that came out in those Rumble matches came out to no reaction.
Yep.
You wonder why, because of the Def Rebel stuff, that crappy music. Like, why do you think Shayna Baszler comes out to no reaction? Because you see why. And so many others that have Def Rebel music. Just no one stands out with that music that they have. Like, listen to CFO Money. Listen to Jim Johnston's wrestling music. They had identity. Everyone stood out. Like, you knew who it was when someone came out.
Yep.
One music I always think of from a Jim Johnston is The Undertaker, Rest in Peace, from 2004 when he returned as the Dead Man at WrestleMania 20. That music, like, you know who it is when that music hits.
For me, I'm trying to think. I know one of them was Triple H's. I'm just trying to think which song it was. Which one was it of Triple H?
Motorhead with The Game.
That was it. Yep.
Yeah, that also, you know who it is when that music hits. Yeah. It has identity to it. Kane's Slow Chemical by Finger 11. One of it is Awesome theme. Like from during the Ruthless Aggression era when he had the like, you know who it was, and it was Kane's best theme song of all time.
Yeah, especially with the fireworks coming out of nowhere, or the flames.
Oh yeah. John Cena, obviously, The Time Is Now. Yeah. You know exactly who that is. Randy Orton, Voices, and even Burning My Light. You knew who it was when that music hit. CM Punk called a personality, and even CM Punk This Fire Burns by Killswitch Engage. You knew exactly who it was when that music hit. So many others. RVD, Booker T, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, JBL. Back in the day. A lot of the wrestling music now with Def Rebel, every music just feels the same. There's no difference. I'm so glad Def Rebel's getting out of there soon. It can't happen fast enough.
I'm just trying to think what's going to be in the main event. I know it's going to be Kevin Owens and KO, but in what capacity?
Probably some kind of face-to-face confrontation.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah. I don't think Randy Orton returns tonight. I don't.
Nah, he's not.
So, Mitch, apparently, I'm also reading through X. Apparently, TNA Final Resolution, I believe, is tonight right now as well. Apparently, Tessa Blanchard has officially returned to TNA and attacked Jordynne Grace. After the rumors all day from this morning, Tessa Blanchard was returning to TNA.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you sent me that.
Yeah, earlier this morning, I saw it this morning around 9:30ish, and I've seen like Tessa Blanchard's apparently returning to TNA. It could go really good or really bad because she hasn't said an apology yet with what she did. Would I be willing to give her another chance? Yes. And just hopefully she's changed for the better. All she needs to do is apologize, but I'm hoping she's changed for the better. Because I know what she did years ago with the racist comments was wrong, but I'm hoping she's not the same woman she was all those years ago, and I hope she's changed.
She has to have changed.
If she's changed, I'd be willing to give her another chance. The woman could have been signed to AEW, WWE like 5 years ago. 2019, 2020 could have been signed. It could have been a big, big star. And she flushed a lot of it down the drain because of racist comments she said. And she didn't apologize. It's a shame, really. And I'm hoping she's a different and better person now.
Kevin Owens versus Ben Simmons for the Bot Championship.
Apparently, I read Jordan Grace was gonna put her over with Jordan Grace on the way out and onto WWE. And apparently, Jordan Grace has pushed back on it. Apparently, I read reports on that earlier this morning as well.
So Joseph says, I gotta throw a red flag with the double Rebel start. Rebel has hit Roman Reigns, Rhea Ripley, and Jey Uso's music are awesome.
Well, there's at least a few Def Rebel music that is good. It's just the majority of it is just not good. Like Roman Reigns is good, but I think Roman has majority input in it and not Def Rebel. Like 95% of it is input of Roman Reigns. I think Jey Uso the same thing. Rhea Ripley's, though it's Def Rebels, it's also by Motionless in White. Rhea Ripley's theme song. Even like Big E's music, it's by Wale. So they have a say, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have a majority say in it too. So. But Chelsea Green and Bailey now. I'm going Chelsea Green.
I got Chelsea Green too.
Chelsea Green. Nice arm drag there from Bailey. Sliding elbow. Cover 1, 2, kick out. By the way, people, I believe SmackDown next week, they're taping next week's SmackDown tonight. Apparently, they're taping next week's SmackDown after this show tonight because WWE and the current administration, new administration, wants the wrestlers to be home with their families for the holidays coming up soon. So next week's SmackDown is going to be not live and will be taped next week. So it looks like Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes has to main event tonight.
Yeah, it had to.
Yep.
And they I'm still here. I just got to do something.
All right. No problem.
Oh, that's better.
So yeah, apparently Jordan Grace has pushed back on the idea of working with Tessa Blanchard with her on the Jordan Grace on the way out of TNA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to see why with Tessa Blanchard and the racist comments she made those years ago, and Tessa's still not apologizing for that. All Tessa Blanchard has to do is apologize.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. even a guy like Velveteen Dream, I would give him another shot, but I know what he did years ago was not good. It was not right at all.
No.
And you don't want to know what he did. It's and Triple H tried to like have it be like under the rug, but it was just too much. And
It was
Triple H
way
had to
too
let
much,
him go.
yeah.
He was still getting booed for the wrong reasons, and Triple H tried to keep him on TV to try to wipe it away. But like when something's out there on the internet, it's there. It's there forever. And it was leaked with Velveteen Dream, obviously with the speaking out movement. And yeah, you don't want to know. It's just the guy could have been a really big star in WWE, and he threw that all away like an idiot. But I am hoping he's better now. And if he were to come back to wrestling, if he's changed, I would give him another shot. Hopefully he's changed. Hopefully he's changed and not the same guy from all those years ago. But we'll see with Tessa Blanchard, man. I mean, do I think she's changed for the better? I don't know. Only time will tell, if I'm being completely honest.
All right. Let me ask you this, dude. Let me ask you this. Chelsea Green, right? She was in TNA, right? I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I forgot that she was in TNA.
Yeah, like 7 years ago, like 2017, as she was there, and I think she left.
And Matt Cardona is still there. That's still kind of cool.
I mean, Matt Cardona's wrestling at the Hammerstein Ballroom for AEW against Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor Championship, apparently, which was going to be Ricky Starks in that spot, but the story another day. But yeah. Yep. Bailey and Chelsea Green now on the apron. Oh. Both ladies knocking each other with some brights.
And I just noticed that they're going to have Saturday Night's Main Event 4 times a year.
Yes, and apparently the next upcoming one is in San Antonio, Texas, January 25th.
That's a week before the Rumble.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I would imagine they have it, if it's 4 times a year, I would imagine the week before one of the big 4 PLEs, like with Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, if I'm thinking.
That was a good suplex by Bailey.
Yeah, back suplex. But not enough. to put Chelsea Green away. So nice. That was a nice suplex from the apron to the outside too, followed by the back suplex. That was nice. And Bailey's going to top rope, probably thinking that elbow drop. Ooh, Chelsea with a kick stopping Bailey in her tracks. Oh, knee lift. Knocking Bailey off the top rope. Ooh, like a sunset flip into the corner from Bailey.
There was only one match so far with interference, and that was Solo Sikoa and LA Knight. That was it.
Yeah. Rest have been clean finishes tonight. And what's Bailey thinking? Probably that Rose plant or Bailey to belly. Bailey to belly. Uh-oh. 1, 2, no. Roll up in a near fall. Ooh. Went for a backstabber up. Bailey held onto the ropes. Oh, Rough Rider.
Yeah.
Rough Rider from Chelsea Green. Near fall. Matt Cardona would be proud of that, Mitch.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And not a bad one either, that Rough Rider. Actually, very good. Rough Rider. Oh, going for the unprettier. It's countered. Oh, like a zigzag from Bailey. Or a danger zone shades of Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler from Bailey. Looked like a zigzag. Piper dragging Chelsea out. Oh, Bailey taking out Piper Niven with the elbow drop attack. Yeah, I think this is where we see an interference. Oh, and Bailey sent over the barricade. Oh, Chelsea Green going for the count-out victory. Oh, just beat it. And a knee. Unprettier. No way. Chelsea Green. There you have it. Chelsea Green. Meechin in the finals. Uh-oh, I think Mitch froze. Uh-oh, did he freeze? Uh-oh. Now, I don't know if Mitch froze, but Chelsea Green, man, advances, beat Bailey clean, actually. Chelsea Green beats Bailey clean, and it's going to be Chelsea Green and Meechin in the semifinals. It's going to be Meechin and Chelsea Green in the semifinals for the first ever Women's United States Championship tomorrow night. Saturday night's main event. Excited for that. Uh-oh. And Mitch is out of the chat? What? Is out of the stream? What happened? Uh-oh. That's weird. Uh-oh. Something happened. That's weird. Uh-oh. Just texting Mitch. I don't know what the hell happened. His screen froze and he's out at the stream. I don't know what the fuck happened, but trying to get him back in here. Don't worry. So do my best, people. Just bear with me. I was not expecting this, but we're going to get Mitch back in here. I don't know what happened on his end. Screen got frozen, but working on it. So don't hang tight. So just texted Mitch. He said his internet cut out. He said he'll be there in a sec. So he should be back in here. So not to worry. But yeah, I thought there was a decent match with Chelsea Green and Bayley, and I'm glad Chelsea Green advanced. And honestly, that's the right move. Bayley doesn't need the win. She's already an established star. You want to build new stars with this women's mid-card for the women's US and women's IC titles. And Chelsea Green going over Bayley was the right move. And Chelsea Green won clean, which I appreciate. Goes to show you that Bayley cares about the women in the women's division and women's revolution and wants to build the future of the company for the women there. And it shows you that Bayley cares. And I'm glad Chelsea Green went over tonight. And she went over clean, which I'm shocked by. I thought Piper Niven would interfere, but that was not the case. And we get Chelsea Green and Meechin tomorrow night in Long Island for the first ever Women's United States Championship. I'm going Chelsea Green to become the first ever Women's United States Champion tomorrow night on Saturday night's main event. That should be a good match with Meechin and Chelsea Green tomorrow on Saturday. That should be good. That should be good. I mean, I thought it was okay. This match. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, my internet cut out. I don't know why. But I'm here. All good. What's going on right now in SmackDown? I got to put it back on.
Well, Chelsea Green just beat Bayley. It's going to be Chelsea Green and Meechin for the Women's United States Championship, inaugural Women's United States title.
Good, good.
And Chelsea Green won clean with the unprettier.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Clean as a whistle. Bayley put over clean.
That's shocking.
Yeah. I mean, the match, I'll be honest, it was okay. Something felt off in the match. I don't know how you felt. Something was missing. But I'm glad
I didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it, honestly.
I don't know if it feels like if it's just taped, because tonight SmackDown is going to be taped for next week's show, but either that or I don't know if it's the month of December. I don't know. Something was missing. Something was missing. Oh, boy. No. Oh, there you go. Oh, I thought you almost froze there again.
Yeah, you did. All right, I'm good. I'm here.
But, yeah.
Damn. I don't know. Maybe I did something there and I did not like. All right. All good. All good. Now we get to see what the main event is going to be.
Apparently, it is Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes' final words face-to-face tonight.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, Chelsea Green and Bayley, something was missing. I'm glad Chelsea Green went over. That was the most important part, but something was missing with this match.
Right.
Meechin and Tiffany Stratton was a much better match.
Yep.
But I do think we should get a decent match tomorrow with Meechin and Chelsea Green, and that should be good, at least.
Yeah, that should be good.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Bayley and Chelsea Green just don't mesh well together with their in-ring styles. I don't know.
Here's Shinsuke.
Yeah. I will say his presentation has been very good.
Yeah. All right. Who's next for him?
For Shinsuke Nakamura?
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe it's Pentagon Jr. if he's coming in. Uh-oh. Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax.
Oh God.
Maybe Tiffany cashes in there.
Bring any gold to our group, but now Nia gets like.
So Nia Jax, Candice LeRae versus Naomi and Bianca Belair for the women's tag team titles next week. Though, do they have Tiffany cashing on a taped show?
Right.
That's the thing. I don't know if I do that. I don't know. Bianca and Naomi versus Candice and Nia for the women's tag titles next week. I don't know if you have Tiffany cash in there. I was just thinking, but then it's like then against a taped show. I don't know if I do really do that. Dude, it's going to be such a good night tomorrow with Saturday night's main event. Not only Jesse Ventura commentating the night, but we got a good card tomorrow.
Here we go. All right.
Rhodes. So one of the reasons I predicted Kevin Owens winning the championship tomorrow is with Raw, with Netflix wanting Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns on Raw when they go to Netflix. Maybe this is where Cody drops the championship to Kevin Owens, and maybe Kevin Owens faces Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. But then again, you gotta do Cody versus Randy. I don't know. It could go either way with the storyline. Because if Randy Orton wins the Royal Rumble, and maybe we get Randy versus KO for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I don't know. But yeah, the main event, KO and Cody face to face. I don't know how you feel, Mitch. This SmackDown tonight, it's been kind of
It's not a good go home show. It's not.
Nah. Tomorrow should be good though. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not feeling tonight with this go home show. It's not terrible, this show tonight, but it's meh. It's mid. It's mid. I mean, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa announcing the Ula Fala match for January 6th was nice, and Michin and Tiffany Stratton was also very good. I mean, other than that, the SmackDown tonight's been kind of lame.
It's not a good go home show. It's not.
No. I agree. They gotta with KO and Cody with this final face to face tonight. They gotta end tonight's SmackDown strong.
Yeah.
They have to with this. If it doesn't, then yeah, this was definitely not a good SmackDown tonight. I mean it's lame, but it's more like very lame if they don't end on a strong note tonight with this face to face. Like, I don't know, or maybe because of the holidays coming up and they're kind of like on a pilot mode because the holidays coming up, and the SmackDown for next week is taped tonight after this show.
Yeah.
Maybe they kind of feel like a phoned it in kind of a thing until they get through the next week's taped show.
It has to be. That's what it feels like.
It feels like they're just coasting right now, phoning it in until in a couple weeks, which is the next live show, I think, December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. That show will be live, I think.
What is up, halftime?
What's up, Philly halftime? We're doing all right.
They love Cody Rhodes there.
And they're in Hartford, Connecticut, apparently. McMahon and Triple H territory. Whoa.
Uh,
7 minutes left.
Anything go with wrestling right now? Nick, you want to tell them what's going with wrestling right now?
Yes, anything good with wrestling? Yes, I mean there's WWE, there's TNA. AEW, I would say not so because their product is ice cold. But other than that, yeah anything good with wrestling? Yes, WWE and TNA. The show tonight, except for the show tonight, but
yeah, this show is just bad,
boring.
I didn't think of it being this bad. I didn't think about that. But
it has to be like a holidays thing just to get through the holiday stuff. Has to be. Feels like they just phoning it in tonight, and I feel like they're probably going to phone it in next week because next week is taped. But Cody Rhodes in the ring, and out comes Kevin Owens. But they got to end this strong tonight, dude. I'm telling you right now. They got to end this strong. They got to do something. Kevin Owens not showing up.
Kevin Owens playing mind games.
Hope so. Probably is.
Here we go.
Kevin Owens.
He's in the car.
He's like, who cares? Who wants to hear that?
Yeah, halftime I saw that on the phone.
Oh.
Shit.
Kevin Owens said a bad friend like a bad son and brothers. Kevin Owens saying to Cody Rhodes, man. Oh. Kevin Owens bringing up the Stardust character.
For him to do more of those from wherever he's at. Maybe I'll just go get Kevin Owens right now.
Uh-oh. Cody Rhodes going after Kevin Owens. Uh-oh.
This saved it. This saved Smackdown.
Oh, Kevin Owens attacking Cody Rhodes from behind. So Kevin Owens was the smart one in this thing.
Confront. I'm telling. MB got hit in the face, dude. It was bad.
Ooh, security. Security guards getting beaten up by Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Adam Carl would call the security guards the biggest jobbers because they always get their ass handed to them. and the Cody Rhodes beating up the security guards. Where do they find these security guards, dude?
Some of the wrestlers became security guards and they got like brought up. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Cody.
flying at Kevin Owens. And referees and officials involved with the security guards.
Watch. I'm predicting this right now. Kevin Owens is going to hit Cody Rhodes with the title. Hey, look, I called it.
Oh! Right across the head.
Look, I called it.
Right across the skull. And Kevin Owens like he couldn't give a single
Remember Cody Rhodes' leg injury? They didn't even bring that up.
Yes, they didn't bring it up. Uh-oh. Kevin Owens, uh-oh. No, they didn't bring it up.
All right.
So maybe Cody's going over tomorrow since Kevin Owens stood tall.
Looks like it as of right now, but I wasn't a fan of that SmackDown, honestly. It was not that good, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
It was boring. They could have done much better. I mean, tomorrow night should be very good, though, but tonight's SmackDown was not a good one. Very mid.
Yeah. And guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Saturday night's main event. Watch along with me, Nick, Mac, and Sarah. It's going to be fun right here on the Hardcore Sports Network. We'll catch you all later. Nick, is there anything you want to say before we head on out?
Well, I know tonight was a lot to be desired with SmackDown, but, I mean, we'll be back here tomorrow. Tonight should be much better. We got NBC. We got Saturday night's main event. It feels like a PLE. Almost pretty much feels like their last PLE of the year. It should be better than Survivor Series a month ago. But I am excited for tomorrow and just excited to hear Jesse Ventura. It should be a big night tomorrow. So we will definitely see you guys back here tomorrow night. It'll be even better.
All right, guys. We'll catch you all tomorrow. You see me tomorrow morning with Philly Halftime for the weekend wake up. We got the Passion Apps. We got a lot of shows tomorrow. We'll catch you all later. Have a good night. Peace, guys.